Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Marvel 10s. In today's videos, we're going to talk about 10 of the greatest tech inventions of the 2010s. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10, the iPad, 2010. In 2010, the iPad ushered in an entirely new category of computing devices. In our review, we found that a difficult to pinpoint target customer and a few pesky omissions are overshadowed by the excellent overall experience you get with Apple's iPad, and it sets the bar high for competing products in this nascent internet tablet category. It earned an editor's choice. When it was released, many thought it was an expensive luxury device that fits somewhere between a laptop and a smartphone. As with many Apple products, it wore us down over time. Today, there's a healthy tablet market that continues to find new uses, both work and play, for what at its core is simply a large portable touchscreen. Number 9. IBM Watson, 2010. This was the decade in which artificial intelligence went mainstream. For many, that started what they watched IBM's Watson beat Ken Jennings on Jeopardy in 2010. How we understand machine learning, deep learning, and AI has changed a lot since then, and so has IBM Watson. But Watson's run on the iconic game show remains a touchstone moment, tech's impact on culture. Number 8. Instagram, 2010. Instagram got a $1 billion boost of Facebook Cash in 2012 and has since evolved into a much different experience than it was at its inception in October 2010. It's even in the process of nixing likes for some users. But the ubiquitous photo editing and sharing app has turned us all into amateur photographers and changed the way we experience and share our lives with the world, for better or worse. IG is the poster child of curating your social presence into the perfectly presented version of your life. Number 7. Microsoft Azure, 2010. Amazon Web Services launched its cloud computing platform in 2006, but the 2010s are when the market exploded, becoming the core infrastructure underlying the modern internet and all our digital experiences. AWS's biggest competition, Microsoft Azure, emerged into the scene in 2010 and has grown into a key pillar of Microsoft's business under current CEO Satya Nadella. Azure's biggest win in closing the significant ground between it and AWS came right at the close of the decade, when it won the Pentagon's $10 billion JEDI contract to modernize the military's cloud infrastructure, much to Amazon's chagrin. Nexus 2010, the smartphone brand today known as Google Pixel, began in 2010 as Nexus with a Google Nexus 1. The inventive line of phones fell victim to Android's fragmentation, but created the foundation for today's powerful line of Pixel phones, which consistently outshined competitors like the iPhone in features like camera quality and AI-infused user experience. Number 6. 4G networks launched in the US 2010 to 2011. The rise of 4G networks over the course of 2010 to 2011 ushered in a new wave of mobile innovation. Combined with the rise of smartphones, 4G created the opportunity for apps like Uber, Spotify, Google Maps, Twitter, Snapchat, and countless more to exist and thrive. PC Mag has chronicled the evolution of cellular networks for the past decade through our fastest mobile networks feature, and we're also keeping a close eye on the next era with our race to 5G series. Number 5. Adobe Creative Cloud 2010. When Adobe's desktop installed suite of applications made the shift to Adobe Creative Cloud, it marked the end of one software model and the beginning of another. Adobe Creative Cloud remains one of the most popular web-based app suites and a poster child of the cloud subscription plans that now dominate the tech industry. Number 4. Amazon Kindle Fire Tablets 2010. Amazon jumped into hardware in 2007 with its Kindle e-reader and expanded that lineup in 2011 with a low-cost alternative to the iPad, the Kindle Fire Tablet. These devices, which have since been renamed Amazon Fire Tablets, now include popular kid-friendly versions and are an affordable way for adults to tap into Amazon Prime Video, ebooks, and other Android apps in one place. Number 3. Chromebooks 2010. Sometimes all you need from a laptop is a web browser. Chromebooks created a new market of cheaper laptops for users who only need the basics and an internet connection, beginning with the first Chromebooks from Acer and Samsung in 2011. Today, there are quite a bit more. These days, Chromebooks are particularly popular in schools where they stand up to wear and tear better than tablets. Number 2. iMessage 2010. iMessage allows users to send texts, documents, photos, videos, contact information, and group messages over the internet to other iOS or Mac OS users. iMessage is an alternative to the SMS and MMS messaging for most users with devices running iOS 5 or later. The Send as SMS setting under Messages will cause the message to be sent by SMS if the sender does not have an active internet connection. If the receiver has no internet connection, the message should be stored on a server until a connection is restored. iMessage is accessible through the Messages app on an iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch running iOS 5 or later, or on a Mac running OS X Mountain Lion or later. Owners of these devices can register one or more email addresses with Apple. Additionally, iPhone owners can register their phone numbers with Apple, provided their carrier is supported. When a message is sent to a mobile number, Messages will check with Apple if the mobile number is set up for iMessage. If it is not, the message will seamlessly transition from iMessage to SMS. The blue chat bubbles read receipts, sending texts via Wi-Fi rather than by SMS. Apple's iMessage gave us all of that, and now you can do everything from sending Memoji and GIFs to paying friends within the messaging app. Yet perhaps iMessage's most lasting legacy is how it sidelined Android users in their green bubbled ilk, keeping many as smartphone users tied to Apple's ecosystem. And at number 1, Minecraft 2010. Minecraft is a sandbox video game developed by the Swedish video game developer Mojang Studios. The game was created by Marcus Notch Persson in the Java programming language. Following several early private testing versions, it was first made public in May 2009 before fully releasing in November 2011, with Jens Bergensten then taking over development. Minecraft has since been ported to several other platforms and is the best-selling video game of all time, with 200 million copies sold and 126 million monthly active users as of 2020. In Minecraft, players explore a blocky, procedurally generated 3D world with virtually infinite terrain and may discover and extract raw materials, craft tools and items, and build structures or earthworks. Depending on game mode, players can fight computer-controlled mobs, as well as cooperate with or compete against other players in the same world. Game modes including a survival mode in which players must acquire resources to build the world and maintain health, and a creative mode where players have unlimited resources. Players can modify the game to create new gameplay mechanics, items, and assets. Minecraft is maybe the most iconic game of the decade, boasting millions of players and spawning countless sandbox creation games trying to emulate it. There's a reason Microsoft bought Minecraft developer Mojang for $2.5 billion back in 2014. 10 years of creating, exploring, and surviving. 10 years of mobs, mods, and magnificent creations. 10 years of being consistently amazed by what you built with our game. 10 years of you digging straight down despite our warnings. 10 years of being endlessly excited to see what you come up with next. And that will be it for today's video. I hope you like our video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.